everybody, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to Just Add Ginger and thank you very much for clicking on this video. Today I am here filming a video which is really in keeping with the time of year that we're now entering. It is December and that means I am officially on the countdown to Christmas, and I am here in my festive polar bear Christmas jumper, and there's no better excuse to film a Christmassy video than when you're wearing a Christmas jumper. So today's video is going to be the Christmas tag. I am here with my phone and I have a list of questions which I am going to read and answer and share everything that I love about the festive season. And I tag any other Christmas lovers out there to do this video as well, because I think it's really important to share happiness and joy and excitement over this time of year so that I do not feel like so much of a Christmas loony, because I absolutely love this time of year. So with all that being said, let's get started. What's your favourite holiday movie? Now, as I've said, I love Christmas. So picking a favourite film was actually really difficult for me, but I do have a selection that I love to watch every single year because they just put me in the festive spirit and get me all excited for Christmas. And probably top of the list, which I'm going by ones that I watch, you know, earliest to latest. So the first one that I stick on is Home Alone. Absolute Christmas classic for me. I've been watching these films since I was really small and I just absolutely love them. Well, I'm kind of the first two, if I'm honest, more the original ones. The third and fourth, and I think we're on a fifth one now. Those came out when I was a little bit older, but the first two came out when I was really young. So they've always been Christmas movies for me that, you know, bring back so many excited memories for this time of year. The other one that I have with me to share with you is one that I haven't really seen that much, but every time I watch it, it always puts me in a really good mood and I feel really festive. And that one is Jingle All the Way. I was actually so surprised when boyfriend said that he's never seen this because he is a huge Arnold Schwarzenegger fan. I know it's kind of not really a role that you see Arnold Schwarzenegger in a lot, but I just think it's such a fun movie. It's probably like one of the cheesiest Christmas films that I've ever seen, but that's part of its charm and that's why I love it. The other two that are on my list of like brilliant Christmas films, I don't actually have with me because I left them somewhere else and I forgot to pick them up, and I can't show you the boxes to give you a visual aid, but they are The Grinch and Elf. I watched those ones probably closer to Christmas time. I think they're just absolutely brilliant. Elf is probably my favourite Christmas movie ever. Absolutely brilliant. And of course I can't forget Muppet Christmas Carol. I used to be really afraid of that one actually when I was little, but now I just watch it every single year, like right on the cusp of Christmas, either like Christmas Eve or the night before Christmas Eve. It just really gets me in the festive mood and I love it. What's your favourite Christmas colour? Well, of course, with it being Christmas time, there are a lot of traditional colours, I guess, that come out. You know, it's got the red and the green, silvers, golds, all the rich kind of plum colours, and you know, burnt oranges I've seen a little bit. But I think my favourite ones probably have to be green and, well, green's my favourite colour anyway, so of course it had to be on that list. Green and silver. Green and silver probably. I do like a lot of all the Christmassy colours because they just always look so festive to me, but green and silver are probably the ones that I like to see most around this time of year. I just think they look really pretty, especially together. Yeah, green and silver. Green and silver. I'm gonna go with green and silver. That's my final answer. I do not want to phone a friend or ask the audience. Green and silver really kind of sing Christmas to me at this time of year. Do you like to stay in your PJs or dress up for Christmas? There is no doubt in my mind how I'm going to answer this question. I am a granny inside and I love being in oversized jumpers and comfy things, and Christmas really is a time for me to stay in my pyjamas all day. If I can get away with being in my pyjamas all day on Christmas Day, then I will do it. I will only put on proper clothes if I'm going somewhere, but I just find pyjamas really comfy anyway, so what better way than to spend Christmas than in your pyjamas, because you eat loads and then you just feel the most comfortable, don't you, when you're comfy in your pyjamas, chomping on mince pies and massive tubs of Quality Street and miniature heroes. There's nothing like it in my opinion. Pyjamas all the way, and the more festive the pyjamas, the better. Pyjamas win. If you could buy only one person a Christmas present this year, who would it be? Now, I actually tried to film this video before, but I looked back at the footage and actually realised I had red lipstick all over my teeth, so I had to film it again, which is why I'm filming it again. And I kind of tried to answer this question before, but I got a little bit choked up thinking about it. I obviously like buying I love buying presents for my family and friends because I want to show them, you know, I care about them. But if I could only buy one present for Christmas, for somebody for Christmas, I don't think I'd actually buy anybody a present. Instead, I would use the money that I was going to spend on everybody's presents and I would give it to charity. Trying to give back to charity is something that I try to do every single year. This past year I did like walks, I tried to fit in as many walks as I could to raise money for different charities, and the year before I did a zip slide in Manchester off the Imperial War Museum to raise money for charity, and especially at Christmas time, and just thinking about the number of people out there who need help and who need support, I try to give something back to them as well, because it's so important to not only share love with the people who are in your family and in your friendship circles, but also to try and give back to the greater community. And I don't think I could just buy one present for anybody, but I would like to give a big present back into the community and show my support for some of the amazing charities out there. So that's what I would do. I wouldn't buy anybody a present, I'd donate the money instead, because there are some great causes out there who really need it at this time of year. And I'm not going to get emotional again, because red teeth and black eyes would not be a very good look for this video. Do you open your presents on Christmas Eve or on Christmas Day? This entirely depends on who I'm with. In my family, it's always traditional to open presents on Christmas morning when everybody's up. I have very vivid memories of waking up super early every Christmas Day and running downstairs to see if Santa had been, and waking everybody else up to open presents. So that's always been the tradition in my family. Last Christmas, we actually spent it with boyfriend's family, and we opened one present on Christmas Eve and then opened the rest on Christmas Day. So it depends who I'm with. This year it's my parents' turn. We're going there for Christmas, so we're going to be opening them on Christmas Day. Have you ever built a gingerbread house? No, I haven't. I always see the kits when I'm doing shopping in my local supermarket at this time of year, and I always think in my head, oh, wouldn't it be a great thing to build a gingerbread house? That would be really cool. And then I think, no, because I just wouldn't have the patience. I would probably eat more gingerbread than I would build the house with. So I'll save gingerbread house building to other people, and I'll just reap the benefits of their building and eat the house. I have the patience of a spoon when it comes to food. What do you like to do on your Christmas break? I'm actually really lucky and I do get quite a few days off on and around Christmas, so I like to spend as much time as I can with my family and my friends, especially those who I don't see as often because I don't see them as often. But I also like to do like really silly things that I just don't have time to do because work is there, or I'm busy, or I just randomly fall asleep on the sofa like a grandma. So reading, I like to read when I'm on my Christmas break, because I try to read obviously like when I'm not on my holidays, but as soon as I start reading I fall asleep on the book, like ugh, face on book, dribble out of mouth onto pages. Not sexy. So when I have time off, I do like to do a lot of reading. I also like to write blog posts because, especially on the lead up to Christmas, these always like slim down quite a lot. I like to make videos because I love doing that as well. So just catch up on the things that kind of I may have neglected on the run up to Christmas and need to focus on. But obviously friends and family come first, so that's my priority for when I have time off over Christmas. Any Christmas wishes? I think my biggest wishes would be for everybody to have a happy, healthy and safe Christmas and 2015. I just want to bring a bit more positivity. I mean, I try to have a positive outlook anyway. That's something that's really important to me. But I just want to bring happiness and positivity and joy and love into people's lives. And it sounds so cheesy, but it's something that's really important to me and something that I try to live by every day. Try not to like hold grudges or focus on negativity or, you know, anything like that, because, you know, life's too short and, you know, it's really important to focus on things that make you happy and fill your life with positive energy and, you know, make you really appreciate life, because it is an amazing thing and it needs to be cherished. So that's kind of something that I always want to put out there into the universe. But for me, my Christmas wish, and it's kind of a hand in hand with the New Year's resolution, is to learn to like channel some inner peace and not let things get me so stressed out. I am a big stress head, not in every aspect of my life, because I think under pressure I'm really, really good and I work my best when I have deadlines and things. But when there's a little bit of disorganisation in my life, that's when I get really stressed. I'm one of those people, I'm very much a perfectionist. Everything has to be thought out and planned and forward planned, and I have to like get an idea in my head of how things need to be before they're done, if that makes sense. And if they're not perfect to the standard that I want them to be, or if I'm not acting my best, or if I can't see how things are going to turn out, then I get really stressed. And obviously, with a wedding to plan for 2016 and 2015 nearly upon us, the kind of countdown to the wedding from the 12-month point is going to be happening pretty soon, and I don't want to turn into a bridezilla. So one of my Christmas wishes for myself is to learn to breathe, take some time and realise that it's okay to feel stressed out, but it's not the be-all and end-all of everything, and I shouldn't take it out on other people, because hopefully then I'll be able to chill more. Favourite Christmas smell? Now I've actually bought something that kind of brings every kind of smell I like about Christmas and presents it in one thing. This is my ginormous Christmas Eve candle by Yankee Candle. Boyfriend bought me this last year as a kind of pre-Christmas present, and it smells absolutely bloody amazing. I'm not usually a fan of fruity, candly smells. I like the really opulent, rich, spicy candle smells, which kind of you see more at this time of year, like cinnamon and nutmeg and like pine and, you know, just like wintry smells. But this candle has got quite a sweetness when you smell it in the jar, but when you burn it there's like this whoosh of underlying warmth, and it just makes the whole room smell of Christmas. It is absolutely amazing. We keep this in the living room on the TV stand, and if it's a really cold wintry night, we have the fire on and we put this candle burning in the corner, and it just makes the whole room smell amazing. And this is from last year, and I'm only like halfway down, so it's gonna last me another probably 2 Christmases. And I just absolutely, oh, I cannot tell you how sexy this candle smells. It is absolutely amazing. So if you're looking for a new Christmassy candle, I can't recommend this one enough. It is just wow. Favourite Christmas meal or treat? Now, I do love Christmas, and part of loving Christmas is loving a roast dinner. I love a Christmas roast. I love the meat, I love the stuffing, I love the really crispy roast potatoes, I love the sprouts, I love the gravy. Oh, I love it. Love everything about a roast dinner. But there are a few other things that are Christmassy treats that I also love, and I did bring them to show you because, you know, it's good to have visual aids. Mulled wine. This is the Tesco's one. I absolutely love mulled wine at this time of year. It is such, obviously if you drink alcohol, then, you know, this is good. If you don't, I don't know if there are non-alcoholic equivalents, but I do have another one that I'm going to share that isn't alcoholic. Mulled wine is like the perfect winter warmer drink for me to have as a treat on a Friday or a Saturday night when it's really cold outside and all you want to do is be snuggly and warm inside next to the fire in your pajamas. It's only really like in my later 20s that I've liked the taste of red wine. So I've only liked mulled wine for the past couple of Christmases, but there's just something about it that every time I drink it, it just makes me feel 10 times more Christmassy. Even just smelling it and all the spices, it just is, oh, it's just one of those things that makes me realise that Christmas is really round the corner. So that's definitely one of my favourite Christmas treats. The alternative to that, if you don't drink alcohol, if you're not of alcohol drinking age or you just don't drink alcohol, the other thing that I really like to have is hot orange juice. Sounds a little bit weird, and at first I was like, what? But this time last year I had the most horrendous cold ever, and I just can't have Lemsip. I just think it's disgusting. And I was, you know, coughing and spluttering and sneezing and feeling really sorry for myself. And boyfriend actually made me a hot orange, and it's a really great alternative to Lemsip if you've got a cold or a cough. It really makes you feel like a lot better. I don't know if it's because of the vitamin C or, you know, it's kind of because it's a warm drink as well, but it's really good for that. But it's also a really, really lovely alternative to have to like tea or coffee or hot chocolate. Tea and coffee, I don't know about you, but it makes me sometimes feel really dehydrated. But hot orange is kind of that middle ground of like fruit juiciness, but also warm drinkiness, and I just love it. And then the last treat that I have that is one of my favourites is, of course, mince pies. Christmas would not be Christmas for me without a good old mince pie. I think they're brilliant, especially the deep fill ones. I just think they're fantastic. I never used to like them when I was a child, but now that I'm a grown up, I just cannot get enough, which is why I just brought the empty box up here, because I knew that if I bought the contents of the box that I would quite happily eat everything that was left in the box, leave nothing for boyfriend, and completely not feel guilty about it. So I was a good person. I, you know, practiced a lot of restraint. And I left the mince pies in the fridge and I just bought the box. But mince pies are definitely another sign for me. Christmas is coming, and once I eat one, I have to eat them all. So guys, there you have it. That was my Christmas tag. Now I'm going to tag all of the other Christmas lovers to do this video as well. I am also going to tag Hannah, Sarah and Rachel. You are all tagged to do this video as well. If you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a big thumbs up and leave me a comment in the comment section below with the answers to the Christmas tag questions that you have. And for more videos like this one, please hit the subscribe button. And now I'm gonna go and find the mince pies. Bye!